We wanted a beautiful house, a unique design, and something that will last generations. I've always wanted to design our own home. So I started off and came up with all the initial designs, then wanted to work with somebody to refine those, do the engineering, do all of the other things that I'm not qualified or have the time to do. So being able to find somebody that would go through that process of taking our initial vision for this house and going through all of those steps in order to make it reality was important and not easy to find. The process was quite emotional for us because to see these ideas that we've had for a long time take shape on paper and on a computer screen, it was very satisfying seeing that. It was gratifying both to find someone who would work with us in that way, and joyous at the end when we could finally have the process done and here's a set of blueprints, here's a plan that we're going to build off of. That was a fun time. We looked at everything in a very detailed manner to go through as many of the gotchas that you normally find during the construction process, finding ways to make the house very stable, but again, very beautiful and very functional. That was one of the things that we really enjoyed, taking the time to say, yes, this is going to work, this is not going to work, looks right, this does not look right. On both of our ends, he was open enough to say, this isn't going to work. How about we do this instead? And then also to take our comments and our advice to say, well, could we do this? Can you integrate this? Those are the things that made the process enjoyable because we knew once that process was done, we could then start building this thing, working from the plan. The plans are incredibly important. I think the other thing is, I never heard a no. I heard, let's try to figure that out. How can we make that work? This is the dream. This is what we want the final product to look like. So let's make it happen and figure it out along the way. If you have a barn, you have to have barn doors. It took a while to figure out how to get these big barn doors to open and close effortlessly at the press of a button. But now we have friends over and I press a button and they see these massive barn doors close. It's fun for them. I wouldn't skimp on the time and the money necessary to put the correct plan together if you're building a custom home, because it will show both in the overall construction, the house, but also in the bottom line at the end.